Guys, and welcome back to THAUMATURGE. It's the part 3 of the series, and today we are gonna explore and search Vasily's burn homestead. Vasily was a elder man in this village, and townsfolk, they think that there is something more behind his death. So let's see what that is all about. I hope you will enjoy the video. If you do, please consider subscribing to the channel. I would really appreciate it. Let's get into it. Let's go and explore the homestead. Okay, let's talk to Rasputin first.
What do you expect to find in this place? The fire was almost a year ago.
Time doesn't matter much here. I'm looking for clues and personal traces that will lead me to whoever's carrying the flaw that lured the Saluter here.
I see. I thought I could be helpful to you, but I don't really understand what you're telling me.
Tell him about flaws and salutars.
Above all, flaws are deeply hidden marks left on human souls. They form under the influence of tragic events.
What does that have to do with salutors? Is that Latin?
Yes, from the word newcomer. People have always taken salutors to be spirits, demons, or imps.
Like from those fairy tales, the wise woman and the other old crones tell the locals.
Sometimes, those sorts of fairy tales and legends describe how humans perceive a salutor. They don't take a physical form. Salutors are attracted to the flaws hidden within people. Thaumaturges discover these flaws inside someone, bring them to the surface, and adopt them to lure the salutor. Those are the moments when I've usually failed. I haven't been able to hold on to a salutor. I didn't know how to bind one to myself.
What about you? Do you have a flaw?
Don't reveal your flaw to him. Change the subject. Let's go with that.
It doesn't matter. The important thing is that I can now catch my next salutor. Make another bond with it, and its power will allow me to start influencing people. Thanks to your help, I can once again discover people's flaws and the salutors hiding behind them. And I think I'm now able to catch my second salutor.
Okay, explain what traces are.
People always leave behind individual bits of their personality, even on everyday objects and such. I can decipher the thoughts and actions imprinted on these objects, and then match them to their owner. This lets me gather immense knowledge about a person, especially if I need to find someone.
What else can you do?
Say why having multiple salutars is dangerous.
If I do manage to catch another salutar, that would be a very rare occurrence, in fact. An ordinary thaumaturge wouldn't even try it more than once. Only a few have multiple salutars.
Why?
A broad answer. I still don't know if we are gonna be focusing on one flaw or we're gonna be having multiple salutars. Let's go with this one.
Because they're afraid. Like the ones who claimed the humans wouldn't learn to fly or even reach the pole. But the failure of others doesn't mean those people are right. It means a mistake was made somewhere.
Isn't this exactly the sort of thinking that caused your problems that led you to me?
That doesn't matter anymore.
Then what's changed?
This time, I've got you with me.
Ask why he came with
Why
you.
did you want to come here with me?
I have never gotten to know a thaumaturge so closely. I'd like to learn as much as possible about your abilities.
I need to look around this place a little more.
I won't stop you.
Soldier Basilis homestead.
Can you feel it? It's the smell of mystery.
The straight door frame, by some miracle it survived the fire. Thick lines of the wood grain are visible onto the frame. They arrange themselves into words carved sharply, as if by a chisel. They scream about an attempt to break down the door. About the hinges finally letting go. They scream into a space that doesn't respond. Fear has embedded itself deep into the fabric of the door frame. Fear of the flames and trepidation about losing a loved one. Okay, so maybe someone was trying to save him.
A horrible death.
Dried bloodstain. It has soaked deep into the burned boards of the house. The blood sounds like suffering. It flowed quickly. The wound inflicted with the scissors was large, but it was accurate. Life left the body, the heart went into a spasm, and the mind recognized the end. It lasted for some time, and then the flames came and the pain resounded anew.
I felt something. Where is it?
We're sucking here.
No, that's still not it.
A charred trouser bell with a heavy metal buckle. Deed. Okay. We need to max our deed flaw.
True fear.
Ragdoll, it appears old. The doll is caked with a hard crust of fear. Its layers are like varnish, an age-old painting, a child's fear, a girl's terror, a young woman's dread. They form a cocoon smelling of turpentine that constricts the throat and forces tears from the eyes. Okay, so it was Westness.
This house was always full of fear, and its owner was still alive when the house caught fire. Someone wanted to kill him. The fire only covered up the crime.
Uh-oh.
That murder gave birth to the flaw that you attached to, didn't it? I'll find you when I track down the murderer. I know who owns this doll. Maybe I should give him back to her. She ought to know more about what happened here.
I guess that's why she didn't want it to open the door to us. The same trace can be felt on the ragdoll and item dropped by the woman. Vesna smells of fear, her nerves are badly strained, her heart is trembling, her fingers are stiff from anxiety, her mind wanders lost in the wilderness of fear. I may be able to find her home and discover what's behind her jittery condition.
Victor! I hope you've got what you want now, Thaumaturge. Because I think it's time to get out of here.
Oh.
Why the hurry, Father? We're the Tsar's men. How about the donation for the Tsar's army?
There are no Russian outposts here.
I think this is the guy with the nice boots.
You're the guy who trashed our comrades?
Okay, let's just go with it, say yes, and that you can do it again.
I can do exactly the same to all of you.
He's not as weak as he looks. He actually looks better than he did the other day.
But not counting the priest. He's still alone.
Not anymore, I'm not.
Okay, Rasputin is just watching. I think we're fine. Okay, we'll focus, start the fight, sure. This guy have the motel too. Okay. Ooh. Well, I guess we're gonna lose some health this fight, but it's fine. And attack. Let's just go with this one. Let's heal up. Let's try this attack. Okay, we healed up a bit.
Are you alright, sir?
Me? Yes, but can these salutors also help you in a fight? Can you manipulate people and cast these demons into their minds?
Generally speaking, yes. Are you sure you're alright, sir?
Call me Grigori.
Let's head back. I have to visit someone in the village who can tell me more about what happened here.
What was this? Let's see. Let's see. Okay, let me test this one out. If I develop this, can I examine it? Yes. Chart or trouser belt with a heavy metal buckle. The buckle cuts through leather like a razor. It's no longer a boring piece of clothing, but a tormentor's tool that descends on exposed flesh like a vulture. It pecks at it, leaving carmine wounds once, twice, thrice. It cuts deep all the way to the soul. Okay, let's go back into the village and talk to Vesna. Like how there is almost no loading screens. Okay, where was the Vesna's house? Was this way, right?
Now I know that woman's trace. Vesna and her husband both left traces of themselves at Vasily's burned-out farmstead. Lucas says Haley loves his wife. You think he loves her strongly enough to kill for her? You're right. It'd be better to ask Vesna about that.
The shaft of the axe bears a distinct trace of Luca. It's identical to the one on the doorframe of the burned homestead. Try to talk to her now.
I wanted to talk. Ma'am, please open the door.
Please go. We didn't invite any guests over.
Please open the door. I'd like to have a chat about your husband.
You'd better not be here when he gets back. He's not as talkative or polite as I am.
It is clear that this is not the first time Vesna had threatened someone with her husband. Luca must not have the best reputation in the village. Residents see Luca as a sullen churl and a recluse. However, he seems to have a soft spot. Luca was at Vasil's house on the night the murder and fire took place.
I know you're scared, but please, just open the door a crack and let me ask one quick question.
What do you want?
Try to convince Vesna to let you in. Okay.
May I come in? I don't want to catch the neighbors' attention.
What is it now? Tell me what you want and get lost.
Give her the little doll you found.
I think I've got something of yours. I found it by your father's burned-out farmhouse. You've imprinted your fear onto it. I know because I'm a thaumaturge. I want to help.
What do you want to know?
Where can I find your husband?
In the clearing by the forest. He's chopping wood with the others.
Thank you.
Get that thing out of here.
Go to the forest clearing. Here we need to go to the wagon guy.
Again.
This time it's a matter of life and death.
Yeah, sure.
How is your search going?
Almost finished. I know who's attracting the Bukavach.
Can you reveal that secret?
It's Luca. It has to be Luca.
Do you still want to catch that Salutor?
Yes, absolutely.
Despite the risk?
I hope I can persuade you to come with me.
That's an enormous favor you're asking me. I hope you'll be able to return it.
I give my word.
Did you hear? We're going to see Luca Bogosian.
Journal updated. And Luca.
I'm not here to fight.
Luca!
You shouldn't have threatened my wife.
Why did you do this?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're the one who brought the Salutor here. The spirit that you all say arrived in the village after Vasily's death. The Salutor is what's making fear consume you all and making you hot-headed. And it's because of your flaw, which has been within you since the murder took place.
A murder might just be about to take place.
Cut off his head.
What?
Tear off his head before he opens his mouth again.
Uh-oh.
Unless you're the one that killed him.
And I'd do it again if I could. Get out of here!
Here you are, Bukavach. Vesna's flaw is mine, and yours.
Difficulty level. Let's go with the challenge. See how it goes. I hope I can change later. Fighting wild Salitors. To defeat the wild Salitor, you must get rid of the shadows that protect him. Vanquishing the shadows will weaken him, but the weaker he is, the more fiercely he will fight back. The bar tells you when the wild Salitor sends more enemies against you. Suffering state. Why can't I? Okay. Okay, slow swing. Suffering. We will receive some damage at the end of the round. Let's try the diversion. And let's go with the planned attack. States. Book of odds cause you to enter suffering state. States can have a banning or potential deadly effect. Read their descriptions careful and don't get caught off guard. Okay, we receive damage. Let's do this one. Removes all negative states from you. Okay, it's gone now. Let's reduce the focus again and let's heal. And attack. Let's go with it. Here we got some health back. We need to do this one. Focus of this one. And let's use inflicts damage, restores your health, which is half of what you've lost. Yes. Oh. We killed him, so it didn't work. Our health is low. I don't know what's better, if remove the negative. We have 4 stacks. We have to remove it. I think that's the better solution. we need to heal. We are barely surviving this. Yeah, let's plan the attack. Yeah, we got a bit of health back. What's this one? No, this is restore health points, the effect stacks. Yeah, the target. This will kill him, so... Now he will spawn more enemies? Oh, it's over, okay.
You're going crazy again, you blind fool.
A little faith, Thaumaturge. Focus on what's true. My voice is true. I am the truth, you see. Look.
Taming a Saliter, you defeat Bukavat, the Deed Dimension Saliter, but you cannot tame him on your own. Rasputin comes to your help. The untamed Saliter won't obey your orders, stops you from developing and weakens your perception. The untamed Saliter won't obey your orders.
Unbelievable.
How do you feel? Are you all right?
Well, I don't think I'm hallucinating, but that means I'm currently facing a crowd of furious lumberjacks with axes, so I'd say I've been better.
What? What? I'm telling the truth. I do it again. None of you understand anything. It's because of this magician. It's his fault.
The magician didn't kill Vasily. He didn't bring the evil here. You're a witch! To the stake with her! To the stake!
And you... why are you just standing there? Are you just letting them do this? Fine. I'll handle it myself. I did it before, and I can do it now.
What have you done?
Go. You don't need to see this.
Poor Luca. So best not to flee. Remind Luca of the proof that he loves Vesino. Prevent Luca from making rash decisions.
Nothing has to be decided at the moment. Certainly not things that can't be undone.
Well, exactly. Beat it, you scoundrels. There's enough blood in this village already.
Sharing a village with murderers?
You were the first to spill blood!
It's not the same. If that's the case, you're banished from the village. Get out of here! We'll burn away the impurity you left in our village. Phew.
I kinda wanted to do... Ladies out differently, but it's fine. The telegram at the railway station. Traveler. Let's talk to him.
Excuse me, sir? Do you happen to know when the train arrives? The postmaster said it's usually no more than an hour late, so it should be here any moment. I got a tougher question for you.
Pardon?
Will this train get me close to Albuquerque?
I'm afraid that's an ocean away, and even to the ocean you've got a ways to go.
Thank you. Ever since I took a wrong turn at Albuquerque, I can't get my bearings. The things I've seen, sir. Places I've been. I just can't get to Albuquerque.
Into the railway station and send a telegram.
I wanted to send 2 telegrams, one to Warsaw and one to Paris.
Mr. Shulsky, I was meant to send for you when the driver came to get the mail. My condolences about your father. Do you still want to send something?
Can we read it?
Did you come to say goodbye to me?
More like to share my fear. Your condition yesterday, after the fight with that Bukovac, it troubled me. I don't think my treatments are having a long-lasting effect. And you don't look the best. Do you feel all right?
We've been through a lot together, so let's tell him the truth.
I've just heard that my father is dead.
My condolences.
After your treatment, when I was hallucinating, I saw him. I heard his voice for the first time in years. I'm sure it was him. A strange feeling.
Maybe he came to say goodbye. Maybe it was his last chance to speak to you. A prophecy.
I hope not.
What do you intend to do now?
Say you just had to change your plans. I don't know what we're going to do. Let's go.
I have to bury my father in Warsaw. What about you?
Thanks to you, I don't think I have anything else to do here. I had a little time to think about what I saw in your mind. Tell me, Victor, have you ever seen a human skull cracked open on the cobblestones?
Ask if that's a threat?
Your question sounded like a threat.
Because it is, for all of us. I have the skull of Franz Ferdinand himself, with his brain spilling out onto the sidewalk. I also saw the white steps in Odessa running with blood. A battlefield blanketed in lethal fog, with faceless beings emerging from it. This hasn't happened yet, but I saw it as clearly as I see you now. Thanks to you, I know that I can stop it. I know that I am part of history, and I can change it. Even at the cost of scorn, contempt, or my life. You promised me a favor, so Warsaw sounds perfect.
Okay guys, I guess we are going to Warsaw. I'm really liking that there is a lot of historical aspect to the game. As we can see, there was Rasputin, and he mentioned Franz Ferdinand. So maybe we can see more of this.
Ho! Last stop, Warsaw. Time to wake up.
It's clouding over.
The weather is like my mood.
Aside from the circumstances of the funeral bringing you back, you hadn't thought of ever returning here?
Tell him what you think about Warsaw.
I hate this city. It always makes me think of the stench of vodka, sweat, and urine. Corruption, poverty, and trust me, no justice but street justice.
I'm sure something must have changed since you left.
But probably not for the better.
What about the people? Those close to you? You'll never miss them?
Read him what the papers say about
The
Warsaw.
only person I consider close is my sister. But Varsovians? Let's see. Workers are striking. They want to take advantage of the Tsar's visit to Warsaw. The protests are being violently suppressed. Last week, around a dozen people were killed. Polish Socialist Party militants attacked a train. They stole money, bonds, and explosive materials. They're also suspected of robbing a transport of Dutch pomade. The socialists in Warsaw must look pretty sharp then. Further along, we've got murders, muggings, and politics.
The newspapers feed on sensation. Remember that in darkness, even a small spark can be seen clearly. Even I can feel hope from all the people riding with us. Can't you?
Tell him what you've sensed in the passengers on your journey.
Even without my powers, I can tell that hope is bringing people here from all three partitions. Miners, steelworkers, governesses, maids, speculators, thieves. I've gotten to read a few of our fellow passengers' possessions, and I know that hope can have many faces.
Will you share that knowledge with me?
There are a few observations.
There's a terrified woman riding with us. She's either running away or in hiding. I think that gentleman is smuggling something, because excitement is all mixed up with guilt inside him. And this dandy, he's going whoring.
If there's something I've learned in life, Victor, it's never to neglect the horse.
Warsaw, end of the line. Welcome to Warsaw.
I think the time's come to ask where you plan to stay.
I'll let you know when I come up with something.
To Rasputin, I did something. Okay guys, I'm gonna end the part 3 right here. Thank you all for watching, I hope you enjoyed it. We completed chapter 1, the intro, and now we are finally in the Warsaw. And we will go to our father's funeral. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel, I would really appreciate it. And until next time, peace.